Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, so today we're diving straight into something pretty wild. A really big what-if scenario. One that, well, our understanding of the cosmos suggests isn't completely out of the realm of possibility.
That's right. We're exploring the potential fallout if a rogue planet, one of these free-floating worlds not tied to any star, were on a collision course with Earth.
Right, a cosmic wanderer. And the material we looked at, it sketches out this hypothetical sequence of events. Based on science, but definitely dramatic.
Very dramatic. It really gets into the raw power involved.
Yeah.
The sheer scale.
Okay, so let's picture it. The source material kicks off kind of quietly, actually. A telescope down in Chile spots a faint object moving against the backdrop of stars.
Yeah, sounds almost ordinary at first, doesn't it?
It really does.
Yeah.
But that quiet doesn't last long.
Not at all. What starts as this faint dot quickly gets flagged as something much, much bigger than your usual asteroid. It's a planet adrift, a rogue.
And the numbers they mention about how many might be out there.
Oh, yeah, that's staggering. The text suggests, maybe one or even more rogue planets for every single star in the galaxy.
Some blowing, just floating out there in the dark.
Exactly. A huge hidden population in the cosmos.
And the timeline in this scenario. Wow. Just 30 days till impact.
30 days? That's incredibly fast.
And the text makes it really clear there's nothing we could do. It says, this isn't something we can nuke. You can't divert a planet.
Right. That feeling of helplessness is immediate. This isn't like the movies where you send up a team.
No Bruce Willis this time.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
The scale is just wrong. It's described as a cosmic freight train. Hundreds of times more massive than anything we've ever tracked near Earth.
You can almost feel that weight, that inevitability settling in.
Yeah, that impossibility of doing anything. That's key. Our asteroid defense plans. Useless against planetary mass and gravity like that.
So, okay, the planet's coming. What happens first? The text mentions these early warning signs, almost like Earth knows something's wrong.
Mm-hmm. It starts subtly. Things like tides swelling unnaturally high.
Higher than usual spring tides.
Much higher. And weird animal behavior, like birds just taking off en masse, panicking.
And auroras, seeing the northern lights way further south than normal.
Exactly. And all of that, even those first subtle things, it's the rogue planet's gravity starting to pull on us.
Even from far out.
Even from quite a distance. Its mass is so huge, it starts to exert this noticeable gravitational tug, messing with tides, maybe even the magnetic field slightly, causing those wider auroras.
Okay, so subtle at first, but then it ramps up, right?
Oh, definitely. Those initial, almost eerie signs, they give way to much more, let's say, dramatic disruptions.
Like what?
Well, the source material talks about Earth's rotation actually starting to slow down.
Whoa. Like the length of a day changes.
Potentially, yeah. And huge spikes in seismic activity. Earthquakes becoming much more frequent and powerful.
Okay, that.
And tectonic plates shifting,
Right.
dormant volcanoes starting to rumble back to life.
It's like the whole planet is being stressed, pulled out of shape.
That's a good way to put it. It's being fundamentally thrown out of its usual balance by this immense gravitational force getting closer and closer. The tidal forces are flexing the entire planet.
And then we get to day 20 in this countdown. And something happens to the moon.
Ah, yes, day 20. That's catastrophic.
The moon shatters, seriously.
Shatters. It gets caught in this brutal gravitational tug-of-war between Earth and the approaching rogue planet.
It just can't handle the strain.
Exactly. The tidal forces become so extreme, pulling it differently on different sides, that its own gravity can't hold it together anymore. It just breaks apart.
Wow. And the consequences of that.
Immediate and devastating. The text describes fragments raining down on Earth, huge pieces.
So like constant meteor showers, but worse.
Much worse. Think massive impact events triggering wildfires across continents, enormous tsunamis, basically a planet-wide meteor storm from our own moon. Nightmare fuel.
Okay, so Earth is already getting pummeled by the moon before the main event.
Pretty much. A truly horrific prelude.
And it gets worse. Day 25.
Day 25. The descriptions get even more extreme. The planet's gravity is now so intense, it's distorting Earth's atmosphere.
Distorting how?
Pulling at it, thinning it out in places, stretching it. The text uses the image, like taffy.
Like taffy. Good grief. And the sky turns red.
Yeah, likely because the atmospheric density changes so much, scattering sunlight differently, a constant blood red sky.
And the oceans
Yeah.
lifting What does that even mean?
It sounds unreal, right? But it's that same gravitational pull, just like it pulls tides, but on a scale we can barely imagine. The water itself, huge amounts of it, is literally being pulled upwards towards the approaching planet.
I can't even picture that.
It's the ultimate high tide defying gravity as we know it because there's a bigger gravity source nearby.
Then the source material makes this really chilling point. Day 28.
Yeah.
Civilization collapses.
Right. And this is crucial. It collapses before the collision.
Just the chaos.
Essentially, yes. Think about it. Constant, massive earthquakes everywhere, skyscrapers crumbling, power grids failing globally, communication networks down, transportation impossible.
Society just stops functioning.
Exactly. Our complex, interconnected world is surprisingly fragile. It just can't withstand that level of relentless, planet-wide disaster. The breakdown is complete before the final impact.
That's almost more terrifying in a way. The slow disintegration.
It highlights our vulnerability, doesn't it?
Okay, so the final day arrives. What's it like?
The rogue planet is immense in the sky now, fills half the horizon. The text calls it a terrifying beauty.
I bet. An alien world right there.
And the immediate effects are intense. The air itself starts to heat up frictionally, compressively.
Mountains flattening. Just from gravity.
The tidal forces are so immense, yeah. The crust is under unbelievable stress. It starts cracking open.
And the impact itself, it's not like a fast explosion.
No, the description is more like a slow, grinding death. It's crust grinding against crust, mantle against mantle, continents being shredded, atmospheres igniting from the friction and compression.
The energy release must be unimaginable.
Colossal. Enough kinetic energy, the text says, to basically liquefy both planets.
Liquefy. So what's left? What happens to Earth?
Well, according to this scenario, the Earth is no more.
Just gone.
Wiped out. Annihilated as a distinct body. Our core merges with the rogue planet's core.
Mountains vaporized, oceans boiled away.
Completely. Boiled off into space, everything just erased.
But it mentions maybe a new planet forms, Earth 2.0.
It speculates, yeah. The combined mass might eventually cool into a new, larger planet, but it would be sterile, dead, uninhabitable, no resemblance to Earth.
So everything we know, everything that ever lived here, just gone.
Re-erased. It's a profoundly sobering outcome.
Oh, wait, there was that one little bit. Could anything survive?
Yeah, the text does pose that question. Could anything possibly endure this?
And it points to extremophiles.
Exactly. Those incredibly tough microbes, bacteria mostly, that live deep underground in super harsh conditions. High temperatures, high pressure, near volcanic vents.
Could they?
Maybe. It's a long shot, but maybe. If they were deep enough, shielded in some pocket of rock, they might survive the initial cataclysm.
What would their world be like afterwards?
Utterly alien. No sun, obviously. No surface as we know it. No sky. Just heat from the new planet's core, rock, pressure, and time. Billions of years, perhaps.
Could they? Evolve again. Start something new.
It's possible, theoretically. The text hints at maybe a new biosphere billions of years down the line, but it would have absolutely no connection to us. No memory of humanity, of trees, of anything that lived on the surface.
So our whole history, everything. Just an insignificant blip. Potentially leaving no trace at all.
That's the implication. Our dreams, stories, achievements, all could vanish without a whisper. Unless maybe some fragment survived in space, or a future intelligence millions of years later developed myths about a lost world. But probably not.
Wow, that really puts things in perspective, doesn't it?
It's incredibly humbling. A stark reminder of, well, how small we are in the face of cosmic forces, and how indifferent the universe can be.
You look up at the stars with awe. But this reminds you there could be unseen threats, too.
Precisely. Silent, dark objects moving between the stars.
So, wrapping this up, this deep dive, it paints this picture scientifically plausible, even if it's thankfully unlikely right now.
Very unlikely based on what we know, but plausible, yes.
Of this cosmic threat and just how utterly devastating it would be. Not just the impact, but the whole terrifying cascade leading up to it.
Right. It's a stark illustration of an existential threat, the sheer power of these events, and, yeah, the fragility of our world or civilization.
Definitely gives you something to think about next time you're looking at the night sky. And maybe we'll leave you with that final provocative thought from the source material. Somewhere out there, a silent planet drifts, no light, no orbit, no mercy, and it might already be on its way.
A chilling thought to end on.
Indeed. That concludes this deep dive.